Hi there. When you attend a Chinese wedding in Malaysia, you're not generally expected to go out and buy a gift. Instead, you're meant to do something a little more practical, and that is put some money into a red envelope and give it to the bride and groom. And this is referred to as ang pao. Now, I don't know whether this practice is unique to Malaysia or whether it's a Chinese tradition. And the amount you put into the ang pao will depend on a few factors. The first one being how close you are to the couple who's getting married. The second would be where the reception is being held, whether it's a very expensive hotel or whether it's maybe not so fancy restaurant. So that will determine how much you put in. Also, finally, it could also be your means. How much can you afford to put? So these are the factors you need to consider when putting money into an envelope, and you will be judged for that. Now, the Chinese they use money to give out money in many circumstances. Now, it's a very practical thing to give, and it's very calculated as well. It's not a random amount, but it's very calculated. So, what are we talking about today? How much do you give, and how much do you get in return? Now, the gospel we're going to read today is taken from the book of Mark, chapter 4, verses 21 to 25. Jesus said to the crowd, "Would you bring in a lamb to put under a tub or under a bed? Surely you will put it on a lampstand. For there is nothing hidden, but it must be disclosed. Nothing kept secret except to be brought to light. If anyone has ears to hear, let him hear this." He also said to them, "Take notice of what you are hearing. The amount you measure out is the amount you will be given, and more besides. The man who has will be given more, and the man who has not, even what he has, will be taken away." Now, in this passage, Jesus is recommending that you don't measure when you give away. Now, he may not be referring to money. It may be anything. It may be your help that you render to somebody who's helpless. Any talents that you want to give away to someone that they need. So, do we measure? How much do we measure that we give away when we give away? I don't know. But based on the Bible, I think we shouldn't be calculative. It's very difficult not to be calculative. I myself, I tend to calculate, and I know it's not a good thing. But let us try not to be calculative when we give out. Let us be a bit more generous, especially to those in need. What I believe is that give, knowing that you're not going to get back in return. Give it to those who need, and don't leave your calling card. Let them not know who is giving, and that is when I believe, for myself personally, that when you know for a fact that you're not going to get back in return, that is when whatever you give counts. And that is my thought for today. Good day.